My name's Wayne Rabnott. I'm a Small Business Support Officer in the Office of Economic Development. I've had a lot of years in the auto industry and I'm a panel beater by trade, so I've seen what happens to people when they get smashed up in their cars. The level of training and driver training, I think, has got to a stage where while there's a lot more training going in, there's less skills coming out the other end. People are coming out of all of this training with still less skills. You see it on the road every day we drive. We see people who are driving who really shouldn't be on the road. Well, I think the solution is by far still better training, is to look to improve the training. I have 3 sons and all of them I put through defensive driving courses in their 17s and they all turned out to be very, very good drivers and very cautious. So it is definitely in the training level. So the current sort of training skills may not be there, but there are better ones that should come into play. Well, I had a look at the total driver system from a business point of view, and I was quite impressed with the concept, because the problem with getting parents to teach their children how to drive, of course, is that the bad habits of the parents get passed on to the children. The things that the parents have forgotten, they don't pass on. So the skill levels just deteriorate. Where the Total Driver program, to me, meant that there was a program that could work with an instructor, a student and parents to get and teach them all of the things that need to be taught. There's just that whole process of putting some sort of a procedure in place that everybody is doing the same thing. That must be better than the current system. Well, a lot of the local areas, Logan is very much rural, and there's quite a concern that many of our youth, to go anywhere, obviously have to drive distances. They're driving in 100k areas. They're driving over roads that not quite all that good. So the risks are enormous around this particular area. So I think the impact is going to be actually quite high. I think any sort of research that's going to zoom down and clearly identify the problem has to be a great idea. Always, if you want to, you've got to research to find out what's actually happening. We can assume that the current programs are working really, really well. We can assume that something else might work better, but without research into both, I don't know that we're really going to know the facts, and we're not going to be able to put the right resources where they need to be. I think it's a great thing. It's not just the parent of a 16 or 17-year-old who's heading towards driving. We all drive on the same roads as these other people, and a lot of people are killed by bad drivers, even though they may be very good drivers themselves. So I'd strongly recommend that everybody pledge to this research program. I think it's the benefit of everybody, and we all should get behind it.